We are only a few weeks away from the release of the iPhone 15. Every day, new iPhone 15 leaks show up, exposing numerous upgrades to the iPhone 15 lineup. The announcement of Apple Vision Pro raised hopes for the iPhone 15. It may have some good connections with the Vision Pro, or Tim Cook may make it similar to the previous iPhone in order to focus everyone's attention solely on the Vision Pro. To be honest, we can get more than one Apple gadget for the price of Vision Pro. Not everyone can afford the Vision Pro, and no doubt that Apple's 50% of revenue comes just from iPhones. So simply releasing Vision Pro and not significantly improving the iPhone 15 series to draw more attention to Vision Pro is risky. But for the time being, we have some inside information on the latest iPhone updates. So let's see what those new improvements are. 1. Ringer button. We will see a big upgrade this time in a phone. As we explained in our previous video, the mute switch will be replaced and will function as an action button, or we can call it ringer button. The iPhone 15 may employ this action button primarily for the camera, similar to the button dedicated to the camera solely in Vision Pro. This action button may have more capabilities and be fully customized, but will provide fantastic camera innovations. What the action button can do? Dynamic Island leaker Anonymous A has tweeted on his Twitter account regarding the action button's camera-related features. For example, if you softly push the action button, the camera will autofocus. If you press it hard enough, it will take a photo, and if you hold it while pressing it, it will record a video. This appears to be an amazing feature. This means that the action button will have varying degrees of sensitivity. Not just the camera, but also the action button, when pressed in conjunction with the power button, will be utilized to force restart the iPhone. Not only this, the action button will be customizable and you can set up your favorite feature with it. 2. Solid-state buttons. As everyone knows, Apple analyst Ming-Chi Kuo claimed in a post that the iPhone 15 will have solid-state volume buttons with haptic feedback, similar to the iPhone 7's home button. And somewhere in April, he claimed that the previous dimension leak had not been confirmed. This suggests that the iPhone 15 will have physical buttons rather than solid-state buttons like the iPhone 14. And we were told that there were some technical difficulties when generating this. As a result, we'll see the same physical buttons again. Now for the surprise, according to the Dynamic Island leaker, rumors about the cancellation of solid-state buttons with haptic feedback are false. There will undoubtedly be haptic feedback buttons. This will have to wait until we get our hands on the iPhone 15. It's not so far away, it's only a few weeks away. 3. Vision Pro integrations. Apple Vision Pro is a new addition to the Apple product lineup. Vision Pro will, without a doubt, be linked to the iPhone 15 in the same way that other goods are. This can be accomplished with U1 chips, or there may be U2 chips specifically built for the iPhone 15. Apple's U1 chip, first seen in the iPhone 11 in 2019, employs ultra-wideband technology for spatial detection. It enables the iPhone to detect other Apple items equipped with this chip. The U2 chip will deliver higher performance and prepare the iPhone 15 for integration with Apple Vision Pro. This means you will be able to detect the location of Apple Vision Pro with iPhone in our hands. 4. New design renders. Unknown Z21 collaborated with McCrumers to create some new renders of the iPhone 15. The renders appear to be the same as those we've seen since the beginning of 2023. However, there was an improvement. The unified volume button was the improvement. The up and down volume controls on the iPhone 15 are merged with only a little divider between them. We've seen similar features in previous iPhones, including the original iPhone, iPhone 3G, and iPhone 3GS. In the render, we can see that the action button is a little thinner than the volume buttons and a little taller than the previously used mute switch. This provides us an indication of how the iPhone 15 will differ from the iPhone 14 when held together. The overall design of the iPhone 15 appears to be comparable to that of the iPhone 14, therefore this design modification could be the point of differentiation. If you think I'm mocking the same iPhone camera design we've been seeing for a long time, you're right. 5. A 17 chip. Apple chips are without a doubt among the best, but what if they improve? Yes, Apple's A17 Bionic chip will be the company's first 3nm chip. Not only is this Apple's first 3nm chip, but it is also the sole 3nm chip that will be used in the smartphone industry. Other brands, such as Samsung, are also working on comparable technology, but the iPhone 15 will be the first to have it. But what are the benefits? This chip will improve the performance of iPhones by lowering power consumption. The first-generation 3nm is reported to provide a 35% boost in power efficiency over TSMC's 5nm-based N4 fabrication process, which was utilized to create the A16 Bionic processor for the iPhone 14 Pro and Pro Max. The M3 technology will also provide much better performance than current 5-nanometer devices. A 17 processor will result in significant improvements in battery performance. iPhone 15 Pro devices will feature a thicker and larger battery than iPhone 14 models. It indicates that the battery will last longer. This will also help to improve the performance of the iPhone 15, making the iPhone 15 Pro Max the longest-lasting iPhone yet. The iPhone's battery drain is undeniably a concern. When compared to other phones, it drains faster. To solve this, we require a quick charging source that will allow it to be used again. I recommend the Belkin 3-in-1 fast wireless charger for this purpose. You can simultaneously charge your iPhone, Apple Watch, and AirPods. Amazing functionality with a beautiful design. 6. Back glass. According to rumors, the upcoming regular iPhone 15 will no longer have a glossy glass back, but will instead have a frosted glass back like Pro models. That's a great improvement. The normal glass readily becomes dirty and has fingerprints and smudges, giving it an odd appearance. In the iPhone 15, Apple has made several parallels between the standard and Pro models. As previously explained, Dynamic Island. It was only available in iPhone 14 Pro variants. In 15, it will also be accessible on non-Pro models. So what are the differences between them? Models of the iPhone 15 Pro will have somewhat narrower bezels, a titanium frame as opposed to the aluminum frame of non-Pro models, and a triple camera lens design. 7. Fast charging. We already know that Apple will include a USB Type-C charging connector on the iPhone 15. For the first time in iPhone history, but yes, it will happen. However, despite the use of Type-C, the regular and Plus models will retain USB 2.0 speed, whilst the iPhone 15 Pro variants will support at least USB speed 3.2 or Thunderbolt 3. The Pro models will have faster charging speeds than the standard models. Aside from increasing charging speed, installing USB Type-C increases wired data transmission speed. There have been various leaks of iPhone 15 cases recently. We can clearly observe that the charging port space on the bottom side is larger than the previous ones. This suggests that Type-C connectors will be included in the future iPhone. On the button side, we can see that the mute switch region has been removed since there is now no gap to switch and hint at the presence of a genuine button or the action button. We have too many hopes for the iPhone 15 and hope Apple does not disappoint us. Let us know in the comments which feature on the list you are looking forward to the most. Alternatively, if there is any other specific feature you believe Apple should include in the iPhone 15 or future iPhones, please leave it in the comments section below. This concludes today's video. Give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. Don't forget to click the subscribe button as well. Thanks for watching.